Hey guys, welcome back. We got to do Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, number 212. And this one is a tragic story because not only the story here is itself tragic, but it also leads to another tragic story with Hank Pym, Yellow Jackets. Well, I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. So let's dive in. So first of all, I'm gonna skip a few pages. We are in the Avengers mansion. We're getting introduced to all the hero characters. Waking up and they are going into an Avengers meeting. Uh, oops. So as you can see here, so this is also a fun part that we don't see much anymore. Steve, waking up and then jumping out and jumping over the roofs, etc. And he is basically the leader of the Avengers here, and they have a new member called Tigra. That's this girl, and we see four, and but also we see this. So this is the part that Hank is, on the verge of a breakdown, and he is very stressed, and he wants to prove himself to the Avengers. So he is, I don't know, he's very distant. He's, locked himself at the in the laboratory the whole time, and he says, "I don't want to be late, so you need to hurry up and let's get going." But he's already dressed, um, and Jan, she doesn't know what's happening to him, and she wants to care for him and be pretty for him, and then he's getting angry because she is can choose which costumes he was going to wear, so he blasts the costume, and they're also getting stuck in traffic, and then he said, "I'm not going to wait, I'm going to fly away," and then it seems that he comes late at the meeting, and then it seems they are doing and some kind of election of a new chairman, and then it reveals that Iron Man would be the chairman, and Hank is a little bit insulted about that because he's a founding member, and nobody asks him if that's all okay, and then Hank and the other Avengers argue the whole time. And then we skip to somewhere else because if you can see, these are people from another era, and it reveals later that she has been here for 10,000 years, and she's an elf queen, and she's here with her lover, with her partner, but the partner Gorn, he wants to go away because he feels bored, and he wants to see the world and how that has changed. But they are standing still in the past for 10,000 years. So when they go into the real world, well, everything has changed. I mean, there is no kingdoms and warriors. I mean, not like him anymore. And he wants to how do you say, renew his manhood, his honor, because he was a warrior for kings for many years, and he wants to reclaim that somehow. And he chose his lover, the elf queen, with him, and but she's a little bit against it. But she's so in love with him, she goes with him anyway. So they are going into a like I say, not a restaurant, but they think it's an inn, like an innkeeper. But then, as you can see here, Gorn is a little bit distracted because of the women in this era. They have more revealing clothes, and he's looking at them in a very particular way, and she is afraid. Says, "We have for 10,000 years we are together. Am I to lose you now here in the city of temptresses?" She thinks that the women are dressed like harlots. But then someone harasses, in his opinion, his girl, and he's Gorn is also very aggressive, and then he is getting kicked his ass because this guy knows jujitsu, and then he wants to have revenge. He pulls him up, and then he's getting saved by the elf queen, and then he is getting mad at her because she was interfering and then they decided to go away because, well, she wants to go, and then the horse is gone, and then it leads to one thing to another, and he is getting arrested because he is carrying a sword, and then he's getting mad at her again because he has interfered again, and she wants to leave, and he says, I don't want to go. I want to reclaim everything. I want to stay here. And then she smacks him, or he smacks her, and then she is getting sad and flees and runs away, or better yet flies away. And then God said, "I'm sorry," but then she is already gone, and then he is wandering the streets. And then we skip again a little bit later to the Avengers, and it seems that somehow Hank cannot get his disruptor function, and Jen wants to try to help her, and he's getting mad at her again because he said, I don't need your butlers, I don't need your money and your cars, I don't need you," and she is very upset and also running away. So you see there's a little bit of a theme here, and the Avengers are very confused what's going on, and although it's a private matter, they think they should interfere, but they can't. Then some tragic happens. Gorn is wandering into some kind of a ally, and there are some thugs there, and they want to attack him. So he defends himself. But then also police is coming, and they see him waving around the swords, and Gorn recognized that it's the same people that stopped him before with the mace and with the cuffs, and he attacks them, and then the police officers or the agents, defends himself, and they shoot him, and he dies. And then out of nowhere, the queen of elves comes, and she sees that he's dead, and she's going on a rampage because she thinks it was a mistake to come here, and that she left him alone for so long, and now she's gunning hellbent. She's, so she's grieving so much, she wants to destroy everything. And then the Avengers come in because, they want to stop her. But then also a lot of things are going on. For instance, like here, Captain America is startled her, and he had a chance to attack her, but he didn't. He wants to reason with her, and she pauses. But then Yellow Jacket thinks that when he tries to stop her, he's gonna be the hero of the story. They gonna respect him. The Avengers, he means, the Avengers gonna respect him. So what he's gonna do? He attacks her from behind. And Captain America says, no, she was stop fighting. What are you doing, you fool? And then she wants to kill him, and throws him a car at him. And then out of nowhere, you see here that is Jan the Wasp saving him, and he is also confused because he didn't want to be saved by Jan. He wants to be the hero, not Jan. He should be the person that saves the world or saves everyone here, but he fails to do that. And then you see that somehow Captain America again reached her and calms her down, and then she goes to the body of Gorn, and she noticed that Captain America feels for her, and she feels the empathy in his tone, and then she decided to not attack anymore and grieve in her own world, and she leaves. But not before that, that Yellow Jacket is so angry because he's being saved by a woman that he doesn't want to be saved. His plan has failed. And that leads basically to the inevitable, what's the word I'm looking for? Court-martial, yeah. So he's going to stand trial for things. I believe that's the next issue. I'm not entirely sure, but the next issue is more tragic because he snaps. He is having a breakdown. He builds a robot to attack the Avengers just in case if things, where it's gone wrong, because he devised a plan that he manufactures a threat that only he can stop, building an adamantium robot just like Ultron, but that somehow it fails. And then also he hurt the Wasp. And that's a very infamous storyline. It's getting very dark. And yeah, it's a tragic storyline. So, but yeah, here we are with this one. This is also a tragic. I feel for the Elf Queen. It's very sad, but yeah, it brings us to the end of the video. So I want to ask you and also thank you for sticking with me for so long. Liking my videos, sharing my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Or subscribing to my channel. Sorry, my English. And of course, I'll see you next time. So, bye for now.